Welcome to the Uncensored podcast. You know me, I'm Rod Levert, aka the BB Dub Lover, the Fupa Protector. You know me, many more. Double R, Ronald Rod, and today we got Miss Londa in the house, Mixx in the
What's
house,
good? What's good?
and we also got brother Damon Fair in here.
Can you hear me?
Hope it ain't sanctified. You know, I'm gonna
Can't
try
hear
to
anything.
hear me.
What's going on?
You probably need some headphones or something.
Test.
Oh, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear us?
Real low. I don't know what. Oh, I think I know what it is. Hold on.
All
Yeah,
right.
you gotta get some headphones, make it easy
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah, headphones definitely. If you have some AirPods or something.
All right, say something now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear?
Test 1 2 1 2 1 2.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I don't hear anything. Man.
I hear you.
Are you good? Oh man. But anywho, how y'all weeks been going?
This week's been going slow. I'm ready for the weekend.
It's going all right.
It's been an off week. I'm trying to get back into it.
Hello?
Okay, I hear better now. All right.
All right, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Good. Man, you want to tell us about a couple of your books before we get started?
Sure. I wrote two. First one is called Champion: Victory Over Heartbreak. It just deals with people with broken hearts. I had a bad breakup, and I was like, let me just try to make something positive out of it. Nothing to get you right like a breakup, So I had a lot to talk about. Second one is called Monday's Coming, and it deals with success in business, or whether you have your own business or you just gonna get up and go to work for somebody. And they're both like part autobiographical, where I tell my story, part self-help, and part Christian, and they're available online wherever books are sold.
Okay, man. So what? You say you had a bad heartbreak. How bad was it?
Man, it was horrible, man. It put me in a dark place, and I didn't expect to really be hurt that bad, because it was my fault. When you dating somebody and it's a quality woman, and when you feel like
what
it's your fault.
What makes her a quality woman?
What do I feel? I mean, she had a life together. She was mature. She had a life together. She was focused. She had a good job. She was a good person, a giver. She was a giver. We went to church together.
Mm-hmm.
Great conversation. I just took it for granted at the time. I was immature, man. So I learned from it though.
So the breakup was pretty much on your side. That's what I'm getting from.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at the time that it happened, I felt like it was probably 50-50. Then I went to like maybe 70 me, 30 her. But I came to a point where I was like, you know what, if I don't just accept full responsibility, how am I going to heal? You know what I'm saying? So I took my mind off of her, and I was like, you know what, let me just put it on me as a man, because ultimately I felt like it was on me anyway, as the man. And I was like, let me use it as fuel to get better, because the more I try to blame her, you're going to be more angry, and you don't do the self-improvement. So I put it on me, and I just used that energy to do the self-improvement. I came out much better on the other end.
You had a better story than me, because I didn't use it like that.
Really, most guys don't.
I can't take the high road because I just don't know how. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man.
So I stay taking the low road.
So I appreciate you being a good godly man on that, because I couldn't do it. Even if I'm wrong, I'm not wrong. That's how I take it.
I hear you, man. It took a lot of effort, man. It wasn't easy for me to do. But I think just me seeing the results in my own life, and how I grew from it mentally, got myself back spiritually right, start going back to church, putting the Most High first, I saw the results it got. So I was like, even though it's painful, even though it hurt, even though I'm in the side, I feel like a buster, you know what I'm saying? Or I feel like, man, you messed up and all this regret, but it went away eventually, so.
Even Jay-Z said you got to make, that's not how you get a man back like that. You got to make a song cry.
Yeah, and that's how I felt, You ain't got to get a dude back like that. So
how long did it take you to make both these books, man? Because I heard this is a strenuous process of getting it published, get it distributed, get a distribution for a company to push them. How long did it take you to do both these books, man?
So I'll say number one, I think you got to find something you're very passionate about. Otherwise, you're not going to finish. Like I said, the breakup, it got me writing. I was up every night writing. I had it done probably in about 4 months, but I hadn't healed yet. So every time I went back to the book to read it and edit and stuff like that, it kept bringing back all these memories. So I was like, okay, let me put the book to the side, because I would forget about stuff, get in a book, and then remember it again. So I waited probably a whole year, and then I picked it back up again. And then because I hadn't really done I had written the story, but I hadn't done the teaching part yet. And I knew I had to heal and mature to really start getting in my word again, because I wanted all my teaching to be based, on the scripture. So I started reading again and really getting in myself again, and then I started laying it back out in the book. So, and then I hopped in a Facebook authors group. So I advise that for any author, get involved in a Facebook authors group. And I just put it out there. I was like, hey, I'm looking, because what I was going to do, I was just going to have somebody edit it, send it out to one of these places and get, maybe 100 copies shipped to me and start there. But when I spoke to the editor, she was like, no, you want to have it edited, formatted. She was like, you need it proofread, and you want a cover. You don't want to go to all these different people. She was like, I'll do everything for you.
So
she gave me it.
So is it anything such thing for in the author world? Can you have a ghostwriter, like somebody to just write it for you? Like yesterday, I wanted you to write my story. And I just said, man, this is what's going on. I send you a bunch of audio transcripts. Could you write that for me and be like my ghost author?
Yeah, that happens all the time. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. I've had friends that were approached by some famous people, like, hey, that really have a story, and they're like, I want you to write it. So just whatever type of agreement or business, y'all work out between y'all two. Yeah, that's done all the time.
Damn, I didn't know that. I just brought that out of my ass.
It's done. It's a real practice.
So, man, how's the sales been for your book? Before I go on to the clips. The sales.
How's the sales? Well, one thing I learned with writing a book, it's not going to sell itself unless you well-known, famous, in the public eye, like an actor or something. It's selling okay,
you go to churches or something? You go to churches with your book, or like a good plan, right? You go to churches if they have revivals, set a table up, or how do you do?
Well, I'm getting into that now. See, I brought both books out in the smack of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I really couldn't push them except for online and doing social media. But then again, the good thing about COVID, I couldn't go nowhere. So all I did was sit home and write and play music. But now that COVID is lifted and we're back in church,
like play your own music, or like
play music from YouTube, or I don't have any music out myself right now, but just radio and stuff like that. Straight.
So, you know what I mean? I have a question then for you, since you like gospel music. How do you feel about gospel artists, collabing with secular music artists? How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't have a problem in it. I just think you have to be very careful with, in my opinion, you have to be careful with the person's message who you're collabing with. Because if it's too much of a contradiction, then it's like, it just doesn't seem real. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what you mean by that?
So I'll give you an example. Somebody that I think did a great collab was David Banner. He did a song with Mary Mary, and that song brought me to tears a couple times. It was off the same album with It's the God in Me. I forgot the name of the song though.
Mhm.
But David Banner is already kind of spiritual in a way. He already is kind of like conscious in a way, you know. So you can kind of see that, okay, secular artist, you know, he does cuss in his music, and then the way he actually came on the track, he came real, like, yo, I cuss, you know, this how like, what I go through going to church, and it was so powerful, you know what I'm saying? But but you know, it depends on on the collab for me, you know, what they're saying. Yeah.
What you feel about that Lil Baby and Kurt Franklin?
You know, I didn't hear that when I heard of it. I didn't actually hear it, but I heard from what I know about Lil Baby recently, like he was kind of brought up in church. He still visits his church because I saw a clip of him on the stage at his church, and his pastor brought him up. You know, and then Lil Baby is getting conscious. I think I know he did the Black Lives Matter song.
Right.
I don't really get fully into his music. Now that is kind of extreme for me.
Yeah,
like
it was extreme, but it worked.
Yeah,
though.
like I don't
it kind of
really
worked.
know about Kurt Franklin doing that. Like it may have not been a great idea. But like I try not to judge, you know what I'm saying? But that one just didn't really feel right to me, you know. So
But Kurt Franklin always pushed the envelope. He had a song with Kanye. He had a song with a couple other people, man. He just, at the end of the day, I feel like, I don't have no big deal about it, man. Because as long as they ain't cursing on it and they trying to push the mood and, you know what I mean, of God, I don't see no problem with it, man. Because that's the same people probably gonna hang out with them outside the music.
True, that's a good point. That's a great point.
All the people TD Jakes had on his show, man. A lot of secular people. LL Cool J, look at his lips on his couch. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. You had women fainting on watching that TV, fainting. See that light skinned man looking at his lips.
And L did a great song with Mary Mary too. I listen to that one all the time.
So you know what I mean? It's we all gonna sin regardless, man. I don't care how holy you think you are. We all gonna sin, and we all got some kind of pet peeves that's really not godly. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and then you don't know somebody's heart. You don't know what Little Baby prays about. You don't know what his intent. You don't know what he struggled with. So like, you can't really just be like, oh, he shouldn't be doing that. As long as he represents it right when he does the song, I don't have no problem with that. And like you said, it could definitely reach some people.
So another question. I'm a man looking outside from the outside. How's Christian dating in 2022? How does that go by? How do you do that?
Honestly, it's not easy, man. It's not, because very few people from what I've experienced, like there's really no real Christian standard in the church for single people. The only people that really have like a really like set convictions when they date are like people that are like headed into ministry. You know what I'm saying? And they got like mentors and they busy doing ministry and they agree to stay on a certain, path. Those are the people that normally like have their standards and then they get married quick, like within a year. But a lot of most of the church, I just think a lot of the church, it's really no difference. It really is no Christian dating. I mean, you may talk about God and go to church together, maybe pray together, but it's kind of I just feel like a lot of the church, they date kind of just like the world, so it's not easy, So when you're trying to really like hold up a true standard, So
you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it clean, but it's hard for me to believe I cannot test the car before I marry it. I can't get that. I can't get that in my head, and you know what I mean. Trusting God on that, I don't know about that.
No, I feel you, man. It's honest.
I don't want no limit.
Yeah. I mean, you being honest. I mean, hey, we men, regardless. Even though I'm a Christian man, I see a woman, a fine woman like you do. Wow, she's pretty. You know what I'm saying? And I think that some of the misconceptions that we have, or what I tell brothers, is just because you meet a woman and you make it happen and it goes down physically, that don't mean it's gonna stay like that. Because a lot of brothers be like, oh, well, I got to see how it is before I marry her. Yeah, she can show you a great time before you put a ring on that figure. That don't mean it's gonna stay that way. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of brothers get fooled. It's easy to get fooled into that too. So I think the key is communication, being honest. Okay, when we do get married, if we wait, this is what I expect. What do you expect when we do make this thing happen? And you just communicate, be honest with each other about what you want, and stick with it. That's how I see it,
Because a lot of women out here some dates for real. We had the Bible, we had the fig. You buy them, you be figs. You think they're juicy. I said, you think they're juicy, but they're really figs.
I didn't get it, man. I missed part of it. My bad.
I said, you think they're really excited, but you realize when you marry it, they become figs. They dry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Born.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm pretty sure it happens all the time, So
this is my second going around. I'm about to go on my second ring like Ray Allen. So you know what I mean? This the end of the trip right here. This is the last rodeo.
It's crazy.
It's the last rodeo right here, baby. But yeah, let me add this to the stream.
Oh.
A live stream.
Yo. All right. All right. Yo, all right.
Bishop Lamar Whitehead says 3 men waving guns stole hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry from him and his wife. It happened about 9:30 this morning at Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries in Canarsie. The bishop says he worried the thieves were coming in to shoot worshipers.
And when I see them come into the sanctuary with their guns, I told everybody, get out. Everybody just get out. Took my watch, took my jewelry, took my bishop's ring, took my wedding band. They took my bishop's cross.
Police say the thieves drove away in a white Mercedes. If Bishop Whitehead looks familiar, he ran for Brooklyn Borough president last year.
How do y'all feel about that?
Like I was saying before, he said he had reportedly $400,000 worth of jewelry. Couldn't that money go to somewhere else, something better in the community? Even just went to the church, improving the church. Because I don't know, some people are saying this is a setup. You see the guy on the left just sitting there, real peaceful when this is going down. People coming with guns. He didn't put his book. He didn't put his Bible down.
Well, that Bible what you say? That Bible is that shield. It's the shield.
I guess,
it's
but I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel about it.
Ms. Londa, how you feel about that right there?
I don't think it was real.
Mm.
I mean, and if it was, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just saying, why? I mean, as a pastor, why is the most important thing to you is jury? You know what I mean? You're a community leader, supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? There's better things that you could be doing. So it's kind of like karma, maybe, if you pimping the what you call the church members.
What you call the congregation?
Yeah, the
congregation. They putting their money in and you running out buying jewelry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
and have you seen this car?
I definitely agree. I think, first of all, it's a bad look. Like, I've never liked preachers with a bunch of jewelry on. I could tolerate it when I was younger, but as you get older and you get like more wise, you're like, what's all the jewelry for? Like, you're teaching the word, and you got $400,000 worth of jewelry, and if you got that from tithes and offerings, bro, I mean,
that's a lot of tithes.
Yeah,
because
it can go to people who need food. Maybe somebody lost their job due to COVID, or so. I mean, that's number one. Number two, why don't you have armed security or what you call it, off-duty police in your church? That's the second thing. If you're gonna have that much jewelry, you need to have that piece in order, because I mean, you around half your church is probably broke, and then you got wolves outside that need money too. So it just shows bad character on his part, and like I say, he's not wise about the security, because somebody else could have gotten hurt or robbed in there, and not just him. But you're attracting all that attention with the jewelry. That's not a good look.
And he posts on social media all the time, like riding around his Mercedes with the top down, all his jewelry, his nice suits and stuff. So he's making himself a target. I mean, people probably gave him a pass because he's a pastor, but like times are hard. You know, it's only so much. It's only so much the streets can take. You know what I'm saying? Before they come see you. So
Yep.
You hate to see it.
You better invest in the slingshot, aka 9mm. People hungry. People are hungry.
Super hungry. You 400,000 in church?
Hey.
They probably cased it like he ain't got no security. We can just go up in there and they did what they did.
I'm telling you right now, nobody got to that TDJ stage. I'll tell you that now. them boys probably 6'7", 350, retired ex-linemen. You ain't getting close to that. You ain't even talk to the first lady.
Well, you know, Jake's probably got a ring of security. He got off-duty cops. You know, he got that in uniform. Then he probably got security that just look like regular people in the church. Then you got the people that actually work security for the church, and then you got your ushers. So, nah, that's not gonna happen.
and Joel Osteen, he got the palace. That church is like a palace.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And he only preached for like 5 minutes and get $100.
Isn't it an old stadium, the Houston Rockets Stadium?
Yeah, the former stadium. Yeah. I'm sure Jake's church is just as big as Joel Osteen's church, though. Well, it may not be as big. Yeah, Osteen's church is pretty big.
You ain't getting close to none of them. Yeah. Joel Osteen just bought a new plane. He got like a jet. like how do you feel about the over this? You know what I mean? Because it all started with Billy Graham back in the day. Billy Graham was doing arenas. You know what I mean? How do you feel about the super pastor? And you know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's kind of a fine line because I think there are pros and cons to it. I think if you can handle your ministry without a private jet, now I really don't think you need one. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that the people's money should be used for it. Now, Joel Osteen, he sells a lot of books. I think he's been on the bestseller list a couple times, and so is Jake's. If you're taking your profits from your books and the things that you sell, your business, real estate, or whatever you do on the side, then that's cool. You do what you want with the money. But I feel like with the people's money, should go toward community, and it should go back to the people. You know what I'm saying?
That's like telling your baby mom to use your child support money when you're a kid. That ain't never gonna happen.
Yeah.
That ain't never gonna happen, man.
And I think a lot of that is up to his church.
Also, like the directors.
What his directors and his members. If his members are like, hey, we want you to be blessed, get the plane because we want you to be able to go, preach the gospel around the world, and maybe regular airlines are working for them. I'm not sure how that works, but maybe some of them might need it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like when the churches, when the audience, when your members are taken advantage of, so that you can have private jets. You know what I mean? And then you have one, and now it's like, oh, I want to run and get a better one. So now you need another one. I just think it can go overboard. The same with the Rolls Royce and the Bentley and all that stuff. It's all the same.
That's why I'm telling you. When I first moved down to Clarksville, Tennessee, and I seen churches with daycares, all kind of stuff. I said, man, for this to be a nonprofit, they're bringing in a lot of money. You know what I mean? I never seen, from being on the East Coast, you never seen no churches with daycares and these summer programs and you know what I mean. You never seen nothing like that.
But if I was going to church, I was happy that they have like a daycare and stuff for the members. Programs.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about outside of church. I mean like a full-on daycare.
Oh, okay. But like if they're giving back and they're doing stuff like they building daycares and having programs for the kids to keep them off the streets, I'm with that. But if there's no programs and the church look kind of beat up and the pastor got on jewelry and he driving a Bentley, something ain't right. Something, it's not adding up, so that's how I feel about it. If he's giving back to the community a lot and he still has time to get a Bentley, I'm happy for you. But if you're not doing that in the community, the church still got broken doorknobs and you know what I'm saying, you got tons of jewelry on. No. We need to change this. It's good to have stuff, but at the same time, your position is to be for the community and for the church.
I feel like, people forget these people are human beings, and they some churches make these pastors like they're God, and it's like a cult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever say the pastor says is right. You know what I mean? And you can see some pastors, not really following the book of, of God, and sleeping with their people trying to get prayed and they laying on them. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? So it is, you got to, at the end of the day, I feel like you should never console, and I feel like women should never console to a male pastor. That's what I feel like, personally. How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
I think if a woman is dealing with like relationship issues, she should definitely go to a woman.
Yeah, that's what
man.
I'm saying.
Yeah, man should go the same way. I think a man should go to a man because it does make you vulnerable. Taught that a long time ago. Back to the daycare issue, I think it's a good thing too for churches to have businesses. I know a pastor that owns a barbershop, because if you can actually, like I said, have these businesses in the community as well, now you can take your business money and do what you want with it. And then if you have your church, you can take that tithe and offering money, and that can go back to the people. So that way you're not taking all the money and spending most of it on yourself. Because I know there's a church not far from me in the next county. I mean, they got a whole strip mall. They got a restaurant. They got a bookstore. They got.
Nation Islam, who is it?
No, huh?
Is it the Nation Islam? Who is it?
No, it's a church. It's Everlasting Life. It's called Everlasting Life Ministries or something with Everlasting Life. But they got like the whole mall, and I think it's great. They got a bookstore. They got everything in the mall and the church. So I don't see a problem with it.
Ms. Londa, how you feel about that? She went to the bathroom.
Yeah, I agree. A strip mall, that's got to be, as long as they got the strip mall and they giving decent prices, they're not taxing you, you know what I'm saying? Some places get you don't want to support the black man, pay the money, that type of place.
Right.
But they always gonna lace you up with some fish fry. They give you some fried fish.
Oh, for sure.
The fish platters for $10.
And chicken.
And chicken.
Church has got the best chicken and fish.
If you don't got the barbecue 2000s on, I don't want the food though. You gotta have the open shoes on the side. Miss Londa.
Yes.
How do you feel about what we was talking about?
What was the question again?
About what you said. Damn, I forgot. Anyway, yes, let's move along.
We talk about church. We talk about churches. Having a daycare and
daycares and stuff. Daycare and other businesses.
That's a good thing because that's providing somewhere for people to take their, parents to take their kids. And if they got a program, that's another place for kids after school, on the weekends or whatever. That's a good thing.
So
whether they're making money off of it or not, it's still beneficial.
How do y'all feel about, you know what I mean? You're out, right, Miss Londa, and a man comes up to you and asks you, can you pay your meal? In your relationship, you gonna accept a man paying for your meal?
If he come up to me and say, can I pay for your meal?
Yeah, and you're in a situation.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
How you feel about that, Raz? Mixx, somebody came up to your girl, it's like, yo, I want to pay for your dinner.
Am I there?
You're not there. I'm not there, and she tells you.
Oh, nah, don't do that. Cause
you were saying if I was with a man.
Yeah, you in a situation. And a man come up there and pay for your meal.
No.
If it depends, if she's out somewhere and somebody's gonna pay for her McDonald's, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not talking about no McDonald's. I'm talking about that juicy. Yeah, I mean the good restaurants. She had Faggy Chow or Roof Chris. Like, I'm gonna pay for your meal.
Nah, turn that down. Turn that down. I appreciate trying to save us some money. Yeah, exactly. He might follow you home.
I hit you off with the Ebony off at Player Club and shit.
Exactly. You know how much money I spent on you? Yeah, no, we ain't having that in front of my house.
Yeah.
I'm end up in jail because I got to get crazy.
I don't care. Go ahead and pay for that meal.
Because
I gotta spend. I already put all the money in the casino slots. So go ahead.
Men aren't nice. Men don't do stuff out the nicest out of their heart.
Yeah.
He's scheming on something. He's scamming somehow to get, get something out of you. Don't fall for it. Lazy, don't fall for that free meal from a random guy. He's scheming on you. That's what I always say.
How do you feel about the word the slick word of platonic friends? How do you feel about that, Miss Londa?
I think it's fine, but at the same time, you just have to be careful who you're saying platonic friends with, because not everybody understands it's platonic.
How do y'all feel about it?
I have platonic women friends, and I make sure my girl knows them, so there's no issue. She doesn't have any platonic male friends, and you can if you have a girl, she has a platonic guy friend. When you meet him, you know what he owns. You can look at him and tell what he owns right away.
What if he's like one of them stone face, Denzel types, and this man, he can win the World Series of poker. He got the meanest poker face of all time.
That makes me suspicious of him. I mean, unless he got a boyfriend himself, I'm gonna be suspicious of him. You know what I'm saying?
Also, you want him to be a little murder.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm being honest. I mean, you can call me insecure, but I know men, and they some guys want to be that emergency dick in the glass. Excuse my language. They want to be that. They waiting for you to mess up. Oh, see, I told you, I would never treat you like that. If you was my girl, you wouldn't have to go through this. They do that.
Roxanne, I want to beat your man. That's
right.
I have somebody in the friend zone now, and they're not.
So is he on a 10-day contract or he's in the friend zone?
He's not on. He's in the friend zone.
So I don't even want to go there. What makes y'all women put somebody in the friend zone? How do you even say, man, Billy right here, his eyes dead, I'm gonna put him in the friend zone? Like what?
For me, with this particular person, it was observation. And my observation on what I just observed told me that he needs to stay in the friend zone, or either I'm gonna block his ass. Period.
Like without giving his name, what it's hard for me to understand what makes him get stuck in that zone. Does he got no job? Like Tommy?
No. Understanding what I'm doing, what I have going on, being able to put insecurities to the side and understand that it's business, and you're not about to come in and dictate nothing.
Oh, you trying to control the cat? You call that cat control?
But he's just biding his time though. He'll be in the friend zone, but he's just waiting for that weak moment, that 1 week moment. I just need a shoulder to cry on. Yeah, okay. I'm
gonna give you Urkin jerk.
I will ghost, and that's not even just like with a male, with a female, with a family member. I will ghost you in a minute if our energy does not align. I will ghost you like I was never on this earth.
All right, so I got an opinion on that.
Go ahead, brother.
I've been on both sides of it, right? So with me, with platonic friends, it's not easy being like having a platonic friend, but I do have some platonic friends. And usually those are women that we have something in common. Like either she might be a poet or she might be a speaker or an artist. So when we do talk, we talk about what we do, and then we give each other advice on who we're seeing. Because I'm like, okay, I need to know from a woman perspective what you think of this scenario. You know what I mean? And I think other platonic friends that I've had is somebody that you really kind of have a crush on, but you both know for some reason it's never gonna work. Like, for example, let's say you want a child and she's like, nope, the store's closed. So you know, okay, we're never gonna be anything more than friends, but she's such a cool person, I'll keep the friendship. You know what I'm saying? Because neither one of you are gonna compromise on that. But I've also been on the flip side of it. When I was writing this book, when I was writing the Champion book, I actually put her in the book. I put her in with a, I didn't use her real name, but she was somebody I had. She lives in Atlanta. A friend of mine lives in Atlanta. We haven't talked now in a while, but when I had my breakup, I called her. But I called her because she's someone I knew from back in the day, and she's like kind of like a dude. She's like, she has this street kind of like mentality, but she's intelligent. So I was like, hey, what do you think? I was calling her like almost every other day, and her dude got mad. But it was really nothing to it because I wasn't just calling her. I was calling a lot of people, but she was giving me the best advice. And we were only talking about my ex because I was trying to get my ex back. That's all I wanted. Like, I wasn't flirting with her. I wasn't trying to get with her. I was just desperate, like, hey, help me get my ex back. But it got to the point where, like, I had to back off because I could feel the vibe, but I would have gladly, like, talked to him too. Like, I don't mind talking to both of y'all. I need somebody to talk to right now. You know what I'm saying? But he backed off. He was basically, his vibe was like, yo, that's your friend. Like, I'll tolerate it for a while, but because he wasn't comfortable with it, I had to understand and be like, okay, let me back off and just talk to the fellas and talk to some other people because I didn't want to cause an issue in her relationship. You know what I'm saying?
He's probably like, man, I'm trying to score 40 like Michael Jordan, and you calling him going up the phone.
For sure, yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, it was nice. We was late on the phone. I'm not gonna lie, like it was nice, but I was crushed. I'll be up drinking, so 12, 1 in the morning. So it wasn't. I can see why he would have a problem with it, But everything, honestly, everything was square. Like I didn't disrespect, I didn't flirt. I'd be like, yo, tell dude, I said, what's up, whatever. Like I tried to be totally respectful, but still, there was an element of disrespect. Regardless of your intentions, it just wasn't appropriate, you know what I'm saying? For a lot of it wasn't appropriate. So I understand.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. If my girl was talking to some guy on the phone at 12 o'clock at night, you had to see me. I would have got on the phone and look here, Playboy. I know you hurting and all. You probably going through a lot, but shop's closed. Go to bed. Get off the phone with my girl.
I understand that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You would have been within your rights. So
I'm like, get off the phone with my girl before I come over there and really put you to sleep. So just in this now, in this friendly, and go to bed. All right, have a good one. You can talk to her tomorrow. I would have put a big red. Her office hours from 9 to 5. Not, you know what I'm saying? No, we're not doing that.
So man, like I know you had some weak moments. Was you watching your ex's timeline?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, at the time, no, because she wasn't on social media.
Oh.
So it was nothing really. Now she hopped on later. It's funny because she came up as a suggested friend, and I seen it and I just bust out laughing because she said she would never get on Facebook. I didn't even look at it. By that time, I was over her.
So you don't know what happened. So you don't know how the story ended. Did she get married? Have any more?
Yeah, I heard through the grapevine. She got married. When I heard it, I was a little crushed for like a good 30 minutes. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm happy for her. You know what I'm saying? That was long ago. And I'm not going to hate. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she's happy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how that went.
Yo, have y'all ever looked up like y'all exes, you know what I mean, from like a bad heartbreak? Like, damn, this joint didn't do shit. She's single. She got 2 cats. She's struggling. You know what I mean? And you'd be like, oh, am I the only one to do that shit? Oh,
no, I mean, if I want to be toxic, hell yeah. I look it up and be like, hey, how you doing? Long time. Hey, stranger. Hey, big head. How you doing? Being toxic as hell. We all have our toxic phases. I hit her up like, hey, how you doing? Looking good in your profile pic. You know what I'm saying? Just being toxic. Don't really want nothing. Just mess with them.
Miss Londa, you never did that, Miss Londa.
If I did that, it was because there was still feelings there and I was trying to be nosy. If I'm over somebody, I don't give a damn if they like good or bad. I'm over it. Period.
No, it just feels a little bit better. Like, you left me, you got left. You know what I mean? It feels better. You got left at the bus stop. It's raining. Like, I'm the type of guy, if I see one of my exes, you know what I mean, it ended bad, and I see like a rain pot, I'm gonna run over the rain pot. And keep on
I
going.
probably would keep going and leave them in the rain. Yeah, I ain't finna stop. No, like if it
Like, I
was a
see
bad
one of my ex
breakup,
walking. I saw one of my ex walking hard. It had to be like 110 degrees. I hit the gas. It was my AC. You know what I mean? I'm still a work in progress. You know what I mean? Don't judge me. I'm still a work in progress.
Hey, just do you. I don't know. I've never seen any of my exes walking, but I've seen one of my exes in the grocery store, and I ran about that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to see you. We don't need to see each other.
Trying to think if I've seen anybody. I've seen people on social media, you know, exes, you know, they looking good. It kind of hurt because you're like, Dad.
A couple of mine got no edges no more. I'm cool with them. I'm clapping. You
See,
age
my
like
city kind of
raisins in the
small.
sun.
My city kind of small, so you're gonna run into some exes every once in a while because you know everybody go to the same stuff, the same events. So you're gonna run into a couple of exes and like, you stay on that side, I stay on this side. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm feeling toxic, then I might come over to you and say, "Hey, how you doing? Give me a hug." You know, but I keep my distance.
It's a big couple when you be on, man. This Facebook stuff, the worst thing ever happened. Social media. So you just be on the gram, Facebook. I'm like, damn. She did give me her best years of life, like Kanye said. She gave me the best years of her life.
If it wasn't for me promoting my YouTube and stuff like that, I would never be on Facebook. I hate
like
Facebook.
Twitter is where I'm
at.
There's a bunch of lies though on Facebook.
Yes.
People swear to God they think they celebrities and you know what I mean, lying on the quotes. Oh man, I'm a boss lady. You know what I mean? You ain't a boss of nothing. You doing little dollar parties and stuff. You know what I mean? You ain't no fucking serious party planner. Like,
a person get 4,000 followers and they think they celebrities.
Oh my God. And then you go on that TikTok. That's like soft porn and stuff. I'm saying, yo, put my watch. Let me turn this off. Let me turn this off. I'm at work and stuff. Let me turn this off before they get me in the sexual harassment, HR or something. Like, close the screen up. Like it's innocent. It don't take so much to be on social media and be a woman. The only thing you gotta be bony, big breasts, you know what I mean? A little potato salad in the back, and you out there.
I love on TikTok the code words they use for what they do. They don't say porn, they say corn. You know what I'm saying? They don't say swingers, they say pineapples. You know what I'm saying? The code words is hysterical. I'm a cougar. Yeah, okay, cougar. You know what I'm saying? This is wild. TikTok is a wild place.
And there's so many platforms now. It's like you can easily get distracted. You know, I got to the point. When I got to the point where I couldn't go to the bathroom without my phone. I was like, I'm doing bad, man. I can't even go here for 30 seconds to a minute without bringing a phone with me. I'm like, okay, I got to ease off, start reading some books or something.
And that's all porn. You engage your mind and think about watching real porn. You know what I mean? All these TikToks and stuff. I'm like, yo. You know what I mean? It can really open that mind up. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe
you gotta work on your algorithm. You gotta search something different.
But I mean, it just shows like where we're headed as a society. You know what I mean? It might be the reason why a lot of our relationships ain't working out because everybody's virtual now. Everybody's online. I mean, even look at the fact that the phone is called an Android. Like we're literally becoming androids with that phone attached to your hand. Like you're part. We're becoming like part machines now. If we don't check it, because it's like we text. A lot of times you rather text and talk. You know, back in the day it was like you were more personable. Like even back in the day when you got somebody's phone, like if you got a female's phone number back in the day, that was a big thing. Now it's like it means almost nothing today, you know.
You don't need none of that. All you gotta do, I don't even see my young boys at my job. They're like, yo, you don't even need to go up to nobody. Man showed me his catalog. I said, yo, young boy, you running it up. You know what I mean? Men don't even go up to women no more. I got this right here. I got the cell phone. I don't need to go up to a woman no more. I don't even have to leave the house. I can go get me some dinner. I only can imagine if the internet was so good when I was a kid. You know what I mean? What kind of trouble I got in?
I'd have been in jail.
Oh
I
my
was in the
God!
streets.
Catching a bus? No sir. Lyft.
A lot of these guys are going to jail because they commit crimes and they can't stop snitching on themselves.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like they'll rob a place, then show the gun and the money on Instagram. Like, yeah, we coming up. We come like, yo, relax.
They gotta get some IG clout. I mean, if they don't get the IG clout, it's almost not worth it for them.
Crazy.
I'm scared to fight anybody. I was like, you got it. Motherfucker hit you with that motherfucking 38 snub. I'm good. You got it. Don't hit my legs with no leg warmers. I am good. Miss Londa, you quiet today.
I'm just listening.
So, man, Raz, how do you think this social media thing gonna evolve? You think it's gonna evolve more?
Yeah, because you got the metaverse coming slowly but surely. It's coming, and it's gonna get to the point where everybody's gonna be sitting in their house with these headsets on in a whole nother world. Like, what's that movie, Ready Player One? Yeah, it's gonna get to that point. Like, everybody's sitting in the house with these headsets on, watching movies, playing games, virtual chat rooms, just talking to people. That's what it's gonna come to.
So you think TV is gonna be obsolete? You think flat screens, all that shit gonna be gone?
Not so much, but it's gonna be to a point where it's, to that point where it's like you either watching something on TV, on your phone, or on the metaverse. That's the three options. Nobody going out and doing, stuff and, getting outside and getting some fresh air. Everybody just locked in the house. And, that's why I still try to get outside as much as I can. Cause I don't want to be that, cause I will get addicted on my phone in a heartbeat, but I, got to okay, slow down, relax. Let's read a book or something, get outside. But it's going to get worse and worse because the technology going to do nothing but get better.
I can't sit down too long.
Robots are gonna take over.
Oh man, that'd be different though. The miles gonna be different though. Remember I told you about the inflation. You get a robot, you know what I mean, with like silicone skin. She always gonna be at one body.
Oh man, you talking about something else?
Yeah, like what the hell
you flipped it real quick.
No more divorce. No more divorce. No child support.
I seen an ad where they got these little tutor robots. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought about ordering one myself, but when I checked into it, they're like for kids, and they're like you can rent them. You turn them on just like a smartphone. They talk to you. I'm like, man, that looked kind of cool. I mean, but I think they were like $900 or something like that. But like she said earlier, the price is going to be around like.
Are you talking about the ones from Amazon? The new Amazon ones?
They're called Mixx. They're called Mixx, and they had I seen it on like an IG ad or something like that.
Yeah, Amazon has one too that follows you around the house. You can tell it to go like take this person. You can put like cups in it to deliver. You can leave messages on there. It's just like the Alexa, but it's a robot, but follows you around the house and helps you out.
I don't trust all that electronic shit. I don't.
I do all like technology. I have like 3 Alexas in my house. I love that.
Like them people be listening in.
I'm okay. I want them to listen to me.
Yeah, listen to me. You gonna discuss yourself. I mean, you gonna freak yourself out. Listen to me. You gonna hear stuff you ain't want to hear.
My old lady just told me today, Miss Londa. She said, I don't think we can. I don't think people can handle us on a double date. Cause I'm a type of person. I live my truths. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I will say, me, Raz. Oh man, you see that girl over there? She nice looking. You know what I mean? And she comfortable with that. Cause a lot of people uncomfortable saying somebody looks nice, and you know what I mean. It's okay to have them honest conversations. Cause I know I ain't the most beautiful because of all time. I do call myself Rod Levert, but that's a different story. But I you know what I mean. I don't understand that why people are so insecure. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me.
That's the thing about my girl. We have a good time together. We try to see who can embarrass each other. So we in the middle of the store just start dancing and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, acting the fool. Like, hey, I love it. So we try, like she said, you can't embarrass me. I'm like, okay, that's a challenge. You asked for this, so
I'll be doing wild stuff. I'll be like, yo, I left my wallet, only got EBT. Can I pay for my meal?
I get wild, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I have a couple drinks and it's a wrap. So it's a wrap after that.
So, Brother Damon, do you ever want to get married and do the family thing, or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it took me some time. It took me some time to mature, you know, and I messed up some relationships, hurt some people, been hurt. I ain't innocent. I've hurt some people too, you know. But I think it's all,
And nobody innocent, but it,
exactly.
Story when you go through that phone. Like I tell everybody, I tell all my young boys, never go through the phone and leave the person alone. You find something in that wilderness, something you don't want to see, going in a woman's purse.
That's a no-no.
That's a dangerous war zone.
Yeah, that's how I got.
That's the truth. It's some dangerous war.
I mean, my ex went through my phone quick. I mean, I went to the bathroom and came back. I got caught up, man. Like, women be slick with that, bro. If they want to go through it, they're gonna find some time, even if it's 15 seconds.
Oh my! Like I remember, I used to sleep with the phone underneath my body and stuff. I used to go like this, like I'm a fullback. Gotta run for some extra yards, man. You know what I mean? That's when them iPhones were brand new. They read my text message for me. I said, "Yo." I mean, the iPhones. There's some man exposures. Them iPhones.
Yeah, I wonder if guys go through women. I'm sure they do, but I don't think that's considered like a masculine thing for a man to go through his woman's phone. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's seen the same way.
I've done it before, man. I've seen some. I told Miss Londa, I've seen the Tiger in there. I've seen what you call it, Goliath in there. I said, yo, I gotta close this Denardi up. I gotta close this wardrobe up. I closed the phone up. I said, I ain't never gonna do that ever again. That shit messed up my confidence.
I know if I go through my girls, I'm gonna see something, I'm taking it the wrong way. Like, who's this dude you keep calling daddy? Why are you calling him daddy? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't do it. I'll be too paranoid. Like, oh, this dude, he's your uncle, huh? You keep telling you love him. Why are you telling you love him so much? Is he really your uncle? You know that? No, I can't do it. I wouldn't go to a woman's phone because you're gonna find something that you didn't want to see, or you're gonna assume something about something that's not real, you know. So just leave it alone.
Start drinking, listen to Teddy P. You know what I mean? You're gonna be all open. So man, Brother Damon, what kind of categories, you know what I mean, or things women gotta have to, you know what I mean, for you to wed her? Because my theory is wrong, and you know, people say my theory is wrong. So, what is your theory to your madness about finding a woman to wed, or what kind of things she need to have? You know what I mean? What kind of morals she need to have, or in general, what does she need to have?
Got you. Well, you know, at one point in my life, I was like, I want a strong woman of God, and I still want that. However, that doesn't look the same to me no more. Because there's a lot of women out there that you feel like, oh, she's a strong woman of God, and she's not. She's just very religious and controlled by some, I call them church myths, or she's being controlled basically by things that necessarily don't necessarily line up with the word. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of women like that they're not well-rounded. You know, they feel like they have to put up a front. They say all these religious things. They can't like just be normal for a minute and have a good time. Everything has to be about, you know, going overboard about how serious she is about God, you know. And I'm serious about God, but I just feel like now I just want somebody I can talk to, have a good time with. Yeah, of course we want to go to church together, read the word, pray together. It's great. But she don't have to be, you know, super zealous and super Christian. Just be willing to grow with me and be willing to walk with me. That's all I really require. You know, but a lot of
what does she like to listen to secular music though? Would that be a deal breaker for you?
Oh no, not at all. I listen to secular music. You know, I like old school R&B. I like 80. I like, 80s R&B and, classic rock. It's just what they're talking about in the lyrics. If the lyrics is too risque, then, I just turn it. But I like secular music. I don't have a problem with that. Movies and stuff too. So yeah, we can listen to that together. Go to a concert together. You know what I'm saying? So, well, you got quiet on me.
No. I was just listening to you because
okay. I like shoot. What was I listening to the other day? I like there was this old school go-go group called Trouble Funk back in the 80s. Love some Trouble Funk. I like ballads, I like Shantae Moore. I like, Luther. I like
I don't like Luther no more.
Okay.
Because he got caught stealing music. You know what I mean? I heard that TikTok, him singing other people's music, and that took me.
Oh, you talking about the remakes that he did?
Yeah, all the remakes. Yeah. He's like a cover singer now, so I don't even consider him a great no more. He's like a cover singer.
Yeah, but he kind of owned those songs when he sang them. They kind of became his.
No, not no Marvin Gaye. You know what I mean? Not no Marvin Gaye.
I didn't know he did a Marvin Gaye song. Okay.
He did a Marvin Gaye song. Man, all them cover songs, man, I really, that makes your bar go down a little bit, man. That's like finding out you like the girl, she find out she had 7 kids. You know what I mean? Your stock go down. I gotta move on.
But see, I think some of the best songs are cover songs.
Like what?
Like I like when actually Layla Hathaway remade a Luther song, Forever for Always for Love. And that's the only person I think remade a Luther song, and it sounded as good as Luther. Because when Ruben Studdard tried to redo Luther, I was like, nah, bro. Oh, no. I wasn't really feeling that one, So, but Layla Hathaway remakes a lot. She remade "You're My Angel," the Anita Baker Angel song.
Oh yeah, live. That's my baby mom right there. And Anita,
Layla, she's bad.
Anita had the toes out. Anita had the toes out with the turtleneck on the cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's still good looking. I've seen her on Twitter.
I thought you said you didn't like chocolate.
You know what I mean? It's chocolate levels. It's chocolate levels. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes you see that Klondike bar in the freezer, you like this. But what about you, Miss Londa? You think you ever, do the marriage thing, Miss Londa?
I mean, if it comes about, I would, but I'm not really thinking about it no more. I'm 50, shit.
What that mean? You still probably got like another 25 songs left, another 30 songs.
If it happens, it happens.
You might got like another 30 songs, What about you, Raz? Would you do it?
I was married once. It was rushed, so it didn't last. I could possibly see myself doing it again with the right person. I'm a lover, not a fighter, so I fall in love quick. So that's a flaw of mine. So yeah, I could probably do it again.
That's me too. I told somebody like, yo, you're gonna be my Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You're gonna be my little yeah, and the next thing you know, I'm about to be married.
Yeah, I could do it again. I would do it again. I'll do it the right way this time. I wouldn't rush into it, flying out to Vegas and getting married like I did the first time. I
went to the courthouse. And I went to Walmart. I got the Walmart ring.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I seen a post in a Facebook singles group, and somebody brought that up in a question, and they said they asked the ladies would they accept a Walmart ring, and I was surprised that most of them said they would, that it wouldn't matter. I was like, wow, I didn't expect that answer.
Because people ain't getting married no more, man. Nobody getting married no more.
Yeah.
Like that's like a dying art.
But some people don't get married for the love of being married. Some people get married for the wedding and the big extravaganza, and
Absolutely. A lot of people get married because of the business decision. That's why a lot of people get married. It's a financial thing. You gonna get me out of West Cleveland, out of the projects. You know what I mean? You look at it back in the day when military bases were booming. The local women jump on a soldier. You know what I mean? That's how they got their way out. You know what I mean? Sometimes marriage is like a lottery ticket.
Definitely. Yeah, some people do see it like that, just a business arrangement.
Let me ask Mariah Carey. She married that old 80-year-old man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Was that Tommy Mottola? Was that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Mottola. Yeah, he's got a lot of money too. And then she went and had kids by Nick Cannon when she married him.
Oh man. Hey yo, Raz. That was what is that video not crazy though, man?
Which one?
80%?
80% say 80% of everyone don't have the proper hygiene. I say 80% of everybody don't have proper hygiene. The more I be on Twitter and see people don't wash their ass every day, people is crazy.
Yo, did you see that one TikTok somebody put like a toilet lid in the dishwasher?
What?
A what?
A toilet lid in the dishwasher to clean it.
Ew.
They be doing stuff like that
I don't
on
eat at
TikTok.
people's
Yeah.
houses. If I don't know them and know that they're a clean person, I don't eat at everybody's house.
That's what social media is showing me. You don't eat at everybody's house because they nasty.
Yeah.
It's just nasty.
I see somebody at my job. I ain't gonna say their name. The man took a shit, right? Took a shit, pissed, and then next thing you know, he did like this. Man went out and cooked himself a burrito in the microwave. I said, this how this monkeypox has started. You know what I mean? Monkeypox, corona, this how this shit started. People not washing their hands, man.
I see that a couple times. People just go in there, just take a shit, just walk right out like nothing happened. I'm like, yo, wash your hands. At least splash some water. Do something. You know what I'm saying?
Letter that them hands up and no splash water.
I mean, but if you, I would at least do something.
Shit,
you know.
I saw it at my old job. I was in the bathroom. Actually, me and another guy was in the bathroom washing our hands, and the dude just came right out the store and walked out. And I wasn't paying no attention. And he was like, "Yo, you see that?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, just walked down and he washed his hands."
That's what I believe in. You know what I mean? I don't care what y'all believe. Y'all gotta pray over y'all fuck. Y'all gotta pray over your food. It might be your last meal. That shit might be your last meal.
Oh, that's right.
You might be out here.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out there. And
but I've seen a few videos like what you're talking about, Rod. I think those are jokes, because I saw someone using her toilet as like a spaghetti strainer. Yeah, I've seen a couple videos like that on TikTok. I'm like, these people just have no. They got way too much time on their hands.
I see somebody put spaghetti on the counter. They just put spaghetti on the counter.
I saw that, and they put the sauce on the counter, and they were making in the bread, the garlic bread, and they had it all laid out in the salad, and they were serving it right off the counter. I was like, these people got way too much time.
In Aberdeen, in Maryland, them roaches will come eat all that fucking spaghetti up. That shit be gone. That shit, turn the lights on. That spaghetti been gone. That shit been gone.
Did you see the clip of the guy who worked for Winter Center? He said it was his last day. He had to go pick up something on somebody's house. He just had roaches all over the house, just everywhere, just out in broad daylight. You know, usually they hide. They was just out on the couches, on the walls.
I don't mind roaches. I can't do the bed bugs.
I can't do it either. Shit.
I can't do it either.
I'm just saying, if I had to choose lesser of the evil, if they ain't too bad, let's say they in one area, I could do them. But the bed bugs, I can't do, man.
No.
Them bed bugs, I can't do. Them motherfuckers fight different.
Yeah, I had them one time. I was living in this apartment, and they spread around my whole floor. I was ready to break the lease. They did get them though. I was surprised. They were like,
"You ever feel a bed bug hit you?"
Huh?
Miss Londa, I was talking to Miss Londa.
Oh, okay.
You ever got bit by a bed bug?
I might have. I done woke up with bites from something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably them bed bugs, man. They be on you like your baby mom on payday. Them motherfuckers be on you, boy.
Them things be vicious. They'll get right up underneath you while you're sleeping. You wake up and they be underneath you, chilling.
I can't do it.
I can't do that at all.
That's just nasty.
But that stuff is serious though, man. People not cleaning, man. In the modern day, man, everybody young now is drugged out, man. I'm seeing a lot of young people drugged out on dope, man. It's sad to see this,
And that
man.
stuff be laced with fentanyl. One of my neighbor's girlfriend just died. He just told me yesterday.
Mm.
He's like, man, my girl died. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, that's why you haven't seen me. I had to move out for a minute because I didn't want to be reminded of her. And he was like, he's back now, but yeah, she's young. She was probably like 25.
Yeah, they be
Got
tapping
hold of
out.
raw stuff. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
be tapping out nowadays, man. They be tapping out.
Did you show your books yet?
Did I show them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed them in the beginning. I'll show them again. This one is Champion. And this one is Monday's Coming.
So
Yeah.
Monday's coming.
Yeah, that's it.
How did you come up with that title though? Monday's coming.
You know, man, I always just been a poet and a rapper. I used to rap. You know,
What's your rap
stuff was
name?
running.
What's
It
your
just
rap
got easy
name?
for me. Huh?
What's your rap name?
But I had so many, man. The last rap I had was excuse me. Last one I had was Z Flow. When I was in the world, it was Frankie Zinfandel because I used to drink wine all the time. White Zinfandel.
Okay.
Grade school, it was Baby Cash because I was trying to be, you know, flex on them. That was in the 6th grade. I had probably about 5, 6 different rap names over my life.
Hey, Raz, you ever try to rap, yo? Everybody try to have a rap career. Everybody thought it was gonna make it break.
I had one weekend. I was like, you know, I'm gonna sit down and write some rhymes.
Uh-huh.
I sat down for an hour, and came up with one rhyme. I was like, you know what? This ain't for me. I don't have it. I don't have that talent. I'm not going to embarrass myself. I need to find something else. I can talk, so I'm gonna have a YouTube channel, but because I can't rhyme.
Miss Londa? You ever try to come up with a rap career? You ever try to be Foxy Brown?
I didn't try to come up with a rap career, but I have written one
Oh, you ever written for somebody or just right?
myself.
Oh, okay. I tried it though. I told you I was double plastic. I said I ain't nobody. You know what I mean? I thought I could, rap like LL Cool J and stuff. Have my pants up a little bit with my big T-shirt on. I said this shit ain't gonna look. You gotta dance. You know what I mean? When you dark, you gotta know how to dance. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to dance. I said, nah, I can't do it. So what you have this week? What else you got coming up this week, man?
I have the show I have with Marcy Diamond tomorrow.
So that's the porn star, right?
Yeah, that's the porn star.
How did y'all link up before we get off this thing?
It was just a Twitter thing. For me, I asked anybody, can I have you on a podcast? Can I be on a podcast? And she was like, yeah, I'll come on your podcast. And after the podcast, she said she liked working with me. We had a good connection. And she said, I want to do a podcast. And I was like, well, let's do it together. And we started just doing it. We were doing it for like over a year. And tomorrow we're going to be celebrating the fact that Cardi B actually watched our podcast and gave it a thumbs up. So, we're going to be happy celebrating that. We got the cosign from Cardi B. So, hey,
Yo, Raz, you think you could be with, if you were single, you think you could be with a porn star?
That's tough because she puts in work, and I don't know. She puts in work. Like I don't think I could do it. In all honesty, like it's one thing to have an open relationship where you both are messing around, but when your girl is getting it from the best, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and they do a lot of them do stuff on the side too. So it's like
man.
it's but she's clean because she get tested weekly. That's the only good part about it. She's tested a lot, but that's tough.
I just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I know my homeboys gonna be like, yo, I saw this last night and they show you a clip and shit. I don't think I could do it though. It's just too many air miles.
It's one thing to have like a private OnlyFans with just her, showing off her feet or something crazy like that. But when she's like a well-known porn star, like she's like on the level like Sarah J and Cherokee and all them.
Classic names.
That's tough.
Classic names are there. I learned some of my best acting from them. Watching do work.
And it's like, I couldn't do it. I love Marcia. That's one of my close friends now.
Uh-huh.
but to actually date and marry and I give it up for her husband. He's all with it. So
Miss Londa, what about you? You think you can marry a porn star?
No.
Like a Wesley Pipes, Mr. Marcus,
No.
Sean Diesel,
No.
Brian Knight.
that'd be crazy.
I don't think I could do it, man. I'm not gonna even ask Brother Damon. He's gonna be like, no, I can't throw enough holy oils on these. These say, was in the Bible they used to have to go to the temple and they was not holy enough, they used to start passing out and die. You had to put a rope on them. He said,
Yeah, the priest,
I can't do it.
they had to drag him out by his rope.
Because this imagine your girl come home from a day of work, and you know what her work is? She tired. She tired. Like, yo, I'm so tired. Like, you just been getting it all day. I mean, I
don't think I can do it, man. I ain't enough prayer in the world. I don't think I can do it. Like, I'm the type of person where if you got more than like 12 bodies, I can't even take you serious. I can't. I got
12 bodies isn't much though.
Yeah, you gotta have like 86,000 miles on you. If you have anything over that, I can't. I gotta let you go. Go to CarMax.
But don't you want a girl who has experience and knows what she's doing?
No, I want to teach you myself. I want you to come to Rod Institute of Learning. I don't want you to go.
So you said 12 bodies is too much?
No, 12. You can go 12, 15.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
You up to 25. You up to 300. I'm gonna call you a rack soldier because you got too many bodies. You know, you just military time. I can't do it. Miss Londa, you think that's sexist? The body restriction?
The what?
The body restriction.
I mean, to each his own. You accept what you accept, or you
I don't know. I'm older, so there's no way I can find a girl who has less than 12 bodies in my age. Unless you just ain't been touched. Unless you just, I don't know. I think
it's possible to find somebody who hasn't had 12 bodies. Not everybody just be having mates like that.
Oh, maybe just thinking about me because I know I'm way over that.
I'm just saying, it's like it's hard to stomach somebody like, yo, in college I was already up to 150. I'm like, whoa.
But if they go to college, they got to. That's where they get out their system. That's where you have your best hoe phases in college. It's built for it. You're on your own. You got your own bedroom. You know, your roommate sock on the door. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Miss Londa, what you got this week? How many more interviews you got this week you doing?
Today was my last interview. Tomorrow and Friday is reality TV reviews. And then Sunday is my full panel. And then I start all over again. Actually,
you don't do no breaks?
Mondays and pretty much Saturdays.
Oh. Keep going in.
You on that grind, that YouTube grind. You got to get it.
This is the last dance.
Tuesday I have Papa Duck coming on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched some of this stuff.
Who?
Pretty cool.
What's his name?
Papa Duck.
Well, he's like a rapper.
He does rap, but he drops gems. I mean, knowledge, things people need to hear and listen.
I might check that out. What time is that?
It is at 5:30.
I'll be able to watch that because I'm supposed to be on Pussy Talk at 8:30. This show.
I'll send you like a couple of his videos so you can get an idea of like the things he be talking about.
It'd be so, like I told you in the beginning, it'd be so hard to find people to come on and talk, man. It's so hard to find people. And
when I was doing podcasts, I just started talking on my own because it is hard sometimes. People act like they need a month of preparation. It's like, dude, just hop on for 20 minutes real quick.
When I first started and I would ask people to come on, it would always be, Oh, I don't be on camera like that. And then you'll look up and see down their timeline them doing lives and shit. It is just like, people just be on bullshit. But do you post in the like guest ones, like the guest podcast groups? People looking for guests or wanting to be guests?
No, I'm only a bit on that black people thing. I gotta do some.
You
research
gotta
on
get in some more groups. Get in some more groups and look for the ones that need guests or looking to be guests. That's where you find all your guests.
Yeah, because somebody tried to come on there and it was a pastor. I was like, yo, I don't think this is gonna be a good fit. Like, I don't know.
Not with you. Not
I
with
don't
you.
think it's, you know what I mean? I say some wild shit. Like, I
How
can't.
was my good fit? I mean, I'm not no pastor though, so
But you know what I mean? I saw your thing. It's not like
more down to earth. I'm a little more relaxed with it. Yeah.
you know. I
Like
can't.
the stuff y'all say don't offend me. You know, I'm on here for a reason. I mean, I may not agree with it, but I'm not gonna be like get upset. And you know what
Some
I'm saying?
people will get upset, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. At the end of the day, I don't want to like, you know what I mean. I understand everybody got their beliefs, right? And I respect that, but I don't want you. I want the real person. You know what I mean? If I want to read scripture, I can read the scripture. I want to know the real person. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
And do you?
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna ask him. Do you like network more than just Facebook?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I be hitting people up on Instagram, Twitter.
Listen, I'm on Fanbase, Clubhouse, Big O. I actually just got a position to host on Big O. So whenever I'm doing my shows, I have another camera while I'm hosting that show, so I can get my hours in. I'm monetizing on that. You gotta get out here. You gotta put yourself out here. You gotta network.
It's different for women. Men be like weird.
You stop saying that. I'm so sick of you.
It's a lot of weird politics.
Networking.
It's a lot of weird politics.
Find people who are interested in the things that you are interested in.
It's politics though.
What?
It is politics though in podcasting.
It is, but it's not. It's not no easier for a woman. I mean, I started in 2020. I just started getting views this year, so it's not just because I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm. Yo, but I gotta say this though. It was hard for me to watch the yesterday episode. I ain't gonna say the person name, but I wasn't really feeling it.
My episode?
No, the singing person. I can't.
You know what I'm saying? But you're talking about on my platform?
Yeah. The singer. The music wasn't really. I wasn't.
Cut it out. Cut it out. You need to stop. You do.
I like to party all the time.
You're wrong. You know that.
Hey, man, me want to say, man, let me put an R&B album out. Sexual Chocolate.
You need to stop, Rod. You really do.
Oh, man. But, man, it was good having y'all on, man. If y'all want to say quick words real quick so I can go to bed. It's about to be my bedtime.
Who's gonna go? Well, I'll go first. Find me, Rod's Mixx, on YouTube. Subscribe, watch my videos. If you look for me on all social media at Rods_Mixx. That's Rods_Mixx, just like it's spelled. I'm everywhere. Just search that. You'll find me. I'll pop up. Go ahead.
All right. I'm on YouTube under Sip and Talk Familia Doro TV. I'm also on Facebook under Sip and Talk. You can also hit my Instagram under Miss_Londa 2014 Familia Doro TV.
And the best way to find me is you can go to facebook.com/King Damon Show. That's going to bring up my page, Keys to the Crown. You can DM me, check out my content, find out what's going to go on next with me from that page.
Show the books, man. Show the books again, man.
Okay. Oh, and the books are here.
Yeah, keep showing those books.
You can actually type in my full name, Damon Fair, like it shows right there. And you'll see, like, if you click on the images, you'll see the books. You'll get linked to Amazon. and wherever they are. That's the quickest way to like get the books. Just type my name in and you'll pull up my information. It's more than one Damon Fair on there though. So if you see something crazy, it wasn't me.
Yo, you need to think about, you ever thought about audio though? Audio books, man.
That's coming next. You know, these books are expensive, doing all the paying people to edit and all that stuff. But yeah, audio books will definitely be coming next. So
Exactly. You know what I mean? What about children books? Children gospel books?
great idea. Maybe one day. I'm actually my next book I'm gonna be working on is gonna be a fiction novel. It's gonna be based on, it's gonna be like kind of like Christian fiction, but it's gonna be a novel. And so if I had to compare it to something, it'd be similar to Power. I'll say that.
Or
So that's gonna be the next.
or Power?
It's gonna be similar to like same type of storyline, same storyline as Power. So I didn't get it from Power, but if I had to compare it to something, I would compare
like
it
a pastor gonna be like slinging dope, and you're gonna have a lawyer on the side. Nah, I'm just...
Maybe not in that sequence, but all of that will be in there. Yeah, not slinging dope at the same time as he's pastoring though. Not that.
Okay.
So yeah.
This has been Rod's Uncensored Podcast. Rod LaVerse about to be out of here. AKA my new album coming out, Sexual Chocolate, Black Lavender. I might come out with a strip tour. You know, I never know. I might lose a couple. I might get lipo like these celebrities doing. I might lose some weight. You know what I mean? Put a little G-string on. Whatever I gotta do to set up some streams. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's Rod's Uncensored Podcast. You know what I mean? I had Miss Londa on, Brad's Mixx, brother Damon Fair with his books. Go check these people out. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I might go, you know what I mean, sell some foot pics of some ladies, you know what I mean, at the mall. I might take a picture of their feet and just put on, you know what I mean, feet finder. But that's another story. I'm out and we have a good night. Have a good night. See y'all later.
All right.